So favourite here is Alpine Edge. And the red light turned on. Stand by for the third. We're right now. Stand by. Good line. And the tenant's in with one out deep. Light still flashes away. They're racing now. Out the back early was Beyond-tastic. Hamlet Von Snitzel began well going forward. Prime Asset handy is That's a Miracle, and also Cracker Doom's on the way forward. Further back to Alpine Edge, who's fifth. Now six being passed by Star of Adelaide. Beyond-tastic improving up three wide General Wolf, and then Pentito. A length and a half to the QS second last over on the outside of Subterranean. So Hamlet Von Snitzel here by length and a quarter. Second Prime Asset. Third the inside is That's a Miracle. Fourth is Cracker Doom, and Star of Adelaide's up to fifth out three wide. Alpine Edge of the sixth and seventh offences Beyond-tastic, and they're clear from Pentito, General Wolf, and then the QS who's in the blue cap creeping forward three wide. Last of all in the Subterranean. So Hamlet Von Snitzel here the leader. Second Prime Asset. Third is still That's a Miracle, and fourth the outside Crack of Doom, and then Star of Adelaide who's been wide, and further back to Alpine Edge, and sneaking runs back near the inside is Beyond-tastic at the 350. Hamlet Von Snitzel by a length and a half. Second is Prime Asset. Third, the inside, That's a Miracle. They're clear at the moment from Crack of Doom, and further back to Alpine Edge. They've still got 5 lengths to make up, but Hamlet Von Snitzel in fourth line at the moment. 2.5 lengths in front from That's a Miracle. Prime Asset. Pentito runs home late, but it's all Hamlet Von Snitzel, and Hamlet's won it well. Second, Prime Asset. Third, Pentito. Not sure fourth, Alpine Edge. Crack of Doom, That's a Miracle. The QS followed by General Wolf, Subterranean, Star of Adelaide, and Beyond-tastic pulled up at the rear. Hamlet Von Snitzel the winner.
Well, Brodie Lloyd gives them the lesson there. He just controlled that race in front, and he was always going to be hard to catch. Back to Doomben, different story today. He was stuck on the inside there at Ipswich. He looked disappointing to the eye, but that wasn't his true form. His true form's today, and he's run up to those good runs we saw back at Eagle Farm through the carnival behind Athelrick and Minsk Moment. He's a talented horse, Hamlet Von Snitzel, and they let him get away with murder in front there, and he was always going to be hard to catch. He handled the conditions beautifully, runs the 1350 metres out, and he wins his second race since joining the Rob Heathcote stable. Fourth from 15 overall. It was an on-speed dominated race. Prime Asset has held on to run seconds. That's second in the run. The QS has run on from an impossible position from the back, and also Pentito's run a nice race. But it was all about those on speed and just dominating from the front, and it was always going to be a difficult task for those back markers. Alpine Edge, he's run on okay, but he's run well below his true capabilities here. All honours with the winner, Bernie, Hamlet Von Snitzel.
Yeah, the Snitzel delivers again. You're right, just monopolising that position up front. I think that they were probably of the opinion that, that's the best spot for this horse to be. They sort of handed up at Ipswich, but they were never going to do that today. I mean, I did think Gillian Heinrich's horse would want to take the lead here today, but they were happy to sit off this fellow. And look, they've run 1-2, Hamlet Von Snitzel and Prime Asset. Rob Heathcote about to join me here now. Great effort, really making the most of that lightweight with this guy and monopolising it up front.
Well, I was quite confident, and I said, I don't want to sound like an owl after the race, but I said to Mike Maxworthy on the radio this morning, I had no problem with that run at Ipswich. He got the 1350, he was just on the worst part of the ground, and he was still strong to the line. Tosh is here, the owner, Tosh Murphy. I said, mate, let's send him out to the paddock, but I still think he can win today. He's done a super job, the horse, and, he's so versatile, and he's going to come back even better next prep.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brodie Lloyd, part of the team now?
Yeah, and look, we all know it's going to be an emotional race in a couple of races with young Leah, the girl that we love and care so much for. But Brodie, I've had my eye on him for a while. If Annabelle don't have one in it, I'm happy to put him on.
Well done, Rob.
Thanks, mate.
All right, there is Rob Heathcote. 6 beats 10, 11 and 8. Let's head to Scone for race 2.
A broom is drearily sweeping.
All right, let's have a chat with winning jockey Brodie Lloyd. You're in the Heathcote camp now. Bit of pressure.
Yeah, I don't think there was pressure. He just said just sit on it and do your best, and he should take care of it. So, which he did. He jumped well. I was a little bit worried after about a furlong. He started travelling really keen in my hands, but around the back there then dropped and travelled nicely again, and then really let down. Rob just said count to 5, and I said I'll try. I only went to year 8, so bit of a stretch, but yeah, we counted to 6 and he got the job done.
You got a fairly easy time down the back straight, right around the bend.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, the only thing I was a bit worried about, like he was just going a bit hard within himself. But when we got around to the half mile, he then relaxed really nicely. Then when we clicked it back up, he really back down.
We're a soft 7. Any chance of moving up, do you think, or is it genuine?
Yeah, it feels like a 7, maybe get 6 caught. We got obviously a really nice day with a little bit of wind, so maybe a 6 later on. But yeah, 7 at the moment.
Great stuff. Well done.
Thank you.
The traffic lights, they turn a blue tomorrow and shine the emptiness down on my bed. The tiny island sags downstream, 'cause the life that lived is dead. And the wind